Namaste. I'm Ezichiade. This is the Golden Circle Movement Channel. Today we're discussing why I left Scientology. Now, Scientology is an organization created by L. Ron Hubbard, the science fiction writer. And his religion, Scientology, advocates auditing. Auditing is a type of therapy where one sits down in front of the auditor and recants experiences of painful emotion and physical pain. So now, if this is something that you know about, type clear in the comments. Type clear if you understand what that means. If you don't, that's fine. If you're new here, this is a channel all about esoteric science, esoteric knowledge, and lightworker strategies. If this is your thing, make sure you subscribe, ring the all notification bell so you know when new videos are uploaded. Now, this is the real reason why I left Scientology. You see, things were going well. I went through the basic. They put me into a position, and my position was in the bookstore, of all things. Running the bookstore, selling books and tapes to people taking classes, new members, what have you. So that was my position, and I even received a commission for doing it. But my wife, they wanted to send her to flag to the elite branch. Then they decided, well, maybe we should send both of them to the elite branch. The thing about it is, my wife at the time had an altercation with her commanding officer. Basically, she slapped the officer, and as a result of that, I guess you would say my wife was court-martialed and removed from her position and imprisoned in RPF. Now, RPF is a division of Scientology that is strictly for rejected personnel, people who want to get out, people who are dissatisfied, who ask too many questions, maybe they're troublemakers, and so they are designated RPF. They must work and live underground. They never get to come up and see the sun. They don't eat rations that others eat. Normal rations would include the same stuff that you would eat for dinner anywhere else. But when you're in RPF, all you have is beans, rice, and water. That's what you have to live on every day. For breakfast, rice and beans. Lunch, rice and beans. Dinner, rice and beans. That's all you have. You're not allowed to look into the faces of other members. You must keep your heads down. You are not allowed to walk from point A to point B. You must always be moving at a jog. Even if you're standing still, you must be jogging in place. So this is what they placed my wife in. And my children at the time were in Santa Clarita at a children's facility. Now, anyone who knows Los Angeles knows that Santa Clarita is quite a ways from Los Angeles. So it's not like I could just hop on a bus and run up there and get them. First, I would need access to the street. When you live in a Scientology compound, you do not have permission to go into the outside world. You must stay in the compound. So I figured the best strategy would be to collect as much assets as I could collect, and then designate myself to RPF and begin the exit process. Have them bring my children from the facility to from the children's facility to the headquarters there in Los Angeles and begin our exit process. Okay? Now, the thing about leaving Scientology, if you know anything about this, type RPF in the comments. If you are a former Scientologist or you know someone who was a Scientologist, they will tell you, stay away from them, don't join. If you want to ruin your life, get involved. If you want your life to go peaceful, stay away from the Scientologist. So, once I was in Scientology, and in Scientology jail, prison, I realized, or at least was educated to know that you don't just leave. Like you came in, you decided you wanted to join and participate, and they made a bunk for you, gave you a meal program. No. Once you want to leave Scientology, you cannot leave. Now you could say, oh, well, I could just fight my way out, but I'm going to tell you, they have their own security force, and they have tasers. You will not leave. You will be imprisoned. And if you are imprisoned, you are not allowed to make phone calls, to communicate with anyone in the outside world. You are not allowed to communicate with the people inside Scientology. Once I was in prison, was not allowed to communicate with any of my former friends, because they must now denounce me, otherwise they could be reassigned into RPF. So I realized this is just definitely not the place for me, but now how do I get out? Well, that's going to be a story for another time. But in the meanwhile, if this is the kind of content you're into, make sure you subscribe. Ring the all notification bell so you know when new videos are uploaded. Like and share the video. This may help other former Scientologists who are trying to get their lives straight. Now, if you want to acquire quantum orgonite, this will help you on your journey. This is an EMF blocker, so your cell phone, 5G, all the radiation around us just flows over your aura when you are wearing something like this. Now, you can use the link in the description to get your own orgonite. And if you want to meet with me on social media, use those links in the description. If you want to join the Facebook group, use the link. And by all means, if you just want to donate, use the links in the description. Thank you for your participation. Namaste.